Sitting here at the piano bar back in Asbury Park on the boardwalk at McLoone Supper Club. Hi, Aim.
Hi, Tim.
How are we doing? Are you exhausted from all this on-air pressure?
No, I'm just full from brunch.
Well, okay. I do want to tell people about upcoming. Our next week's guest will be Broadway star Rita Harvey, the former mayor of Asbury Park, Ed Johnson, and we've got a wonderful story to tell you about Natalie Grace's Wish event. You should listen for that. And in future weeks, we do have the Seabright mayor, Dina Long, telling us how things are going in that little town where we're trying to build our restaurant, the Rum Runner. We finally tore it down. We talked about that last week a little bit. And now we've got piles in the ground and fixing the bulkhead.
It's going to be built up, which is the best news of all.
It'll be rebuilt in about 17 years. And,
or next year.
My kids will be running it. But we also have your boss, Trisha Appy, is going to be here along with David Goldman, telling an incredibly compelling story about his son's abduction by his own mother and the battle that went on to return him from Brazil to his father. Paul Diamede will be here, our former announcer, who's got a brand new restaurant.
Are you trying to tell me something,
Seabright.
Tim?
Yeah, he'll be. Actually, you're not on that show.
Oh, okay, then.
And our good friends from Virago, who also have an interesting story about missing persons, yes. Which is very compelling. And Linda Shields, who my wife loves, the psychic medium.
Like the Long Island medium type person?
Exactly that kind of person. She did a show here at the Supper Club not that long ago and dazzled everybody. And our good friend Dan Jacobson from the Asbury Park Tri-City News, it's really not Asbury Park, he covers the Tri-City area. But
hence the name.
Dan is the smartest guy about politics and the rest, and it's always good to hear what he's got to say. We want to tell you also that coming up here at Cabaret for Life, we mentioned them earlier. They're a Jersey Shore-based nonprofit organization that raises funds for some wonderful local charities. They'll be here on Wednesday, August 20th, and Thursday, August 21st at 7 p.m. for their sold-out Housewives of Monmouth County show. I shouldn't say sold out. It's not sold out yet, but it will be, because they always sell out. But if you want to get tickets for that, you can call ahead for reservations. Visit them at cabaretforlife.net. Cabaretforlife.net. Be here on Wednesday, August 20th, and Thursday, August 21st.
And as Tim was saying, we have Rita Harvey here on Wednesday the 27th. She brings an evening of Broadway, pop and jazz standards, and even a little bit of opera. So come on and down and see her. She's a star of Broadway's Phantom of the Opera, Fiddler on the Roof, Closer Than Ever, and Next to Normal.
What's she doing on this show?
I don't know. She's classing up the joint, obviously. And taking it back down from classy, we have Bob Bandiera, who will be here on Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th doing a tribute to the American troubadours and what he calls the Brill Tribute, which is a tribute to all the writers and performers who come from the Brill Building in New York.
Which was an iconic location, and it included they wrote all the best songs of the 60s, and obviously we've been speaking about Carole King, and we may actually launch a Carole King song in a moment here ourselves. But Bob Bandiera actually is a guitar player with John Bon Jovi.
Yes.
And they're on hiatus right now, so he put this show together, and that's another one that sells out all the time. So
it's a great show.
You should come see it. It is phenomenal. And then, of course, my favorite, Celebrate the End of Summer with Us and the legendary, and you say those words, iconic, legendary, and very often they're not true. I was telling Vinny Lopez before, as a matter of fact, that I started out playing, we talked about it last week, I started out playing piano bar in a little place called the Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Fairhaven, New Jersey. And somehow I leaped over that now people refer to me as legendary. But I missed out all the stuff in between when there were like stadium shows and arenas. None of that happened.
Oh, you don't need that
How did
stuff.
I get to be a legend?
You just go right to legend status.
It's like Tim started out in 1970. 40 years go by, you're a legend.
And he's on the top of the charts.
But this man truly is a legend. Benny King will be here with our group and the Shirleys backing him up. It's our favorite night of the year. He is just the best. A Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. He started out with a band called the Five Crowns, went to the Drifters, and then, of course, his solo career. He wrote and performed such amazing hits like There Goes My Baby, Save the Last Dance for Me, Under the Boardwalk, This Magic Moment, Spanish Harlem, and the all-time iconic song, Stand By Me. He'll be here Sunday, August 31st. Now, it's a Sunday night, but it's the Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
Right.
Labor Day is as early as it can possibly be this year. So we encourage you to come to that. Dinner and drinks at 6 o'clock. Showtime's at 8. And for reservations, go to timmcloonsupperclub.com. And there's only one C in McLoon's, as we covered earlier.
That's what I've heard.
But go to mcloons.com, and you can get your tickets to see Benny King right here on Sunday, August 31st. Well, Aim,
Yes,
we certainly
Tim.
have this musical career together, and I love the way you sing. I really do. And I thought that we would conclude our second show with maybe a Carole King song that you do so well.
Love it.
So for those of you who have not parted with the money to see Beautiful or whatever, or remember that great Tapestry album, here we go. This is Amy Broza.
Wanting you the way I do, I only want to be with you. And I would go to the ends of the earth, 'cause darling, to me that's what you're worth. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. If you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. I always wanted a real home with flowers on the windowsill. But if you want to live in New York City, honey, you know that I will.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Oh, I never thought I could get satisfaction from just one man. But if anyone who could keep me happy, you're the one who can. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow. Oh, where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. Oh, baby. Ooh, I'm gonna follow where you lead.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
I am gonna follow you. I am.
I'm gonna follow where you lead.
I'm gonna follow where you
Oh, I'm gonna follow where you lead.
I'm gonna follow where you
Baby. Thank
Our
you so much.
co-host, Amy Broza,
Thank you.
earning her brunch.
Who
We hope you've all
knew?
enjoyed being with us here on this Sunday morning and spending every Sunday morning with us at 9:70 a.m. The Answer. We're here from 10 to 12 noon, helping you get started on your weekend Sunday. We want to thank all of our guests who were with us today. We had a wonderful show, I
Yes,
thought.
we did.
Jack Ford,
Just Jack?
Jack McLoone. It was just Jack's there for a while. Chris Pinella, Mike Marino, and of course, Claudia Castillo, our own manager. My co-host, Amy Broza, will look forward to seeing you next Sunday morning, ladies and gentlemen.